So, welcome to Nobody Told Me About It, the podcast that helps you and your organization understand your IT world and your business processes better and meets you where you're at. I'm here with my colleague Nabil. Hi, Nabil.
Hey.
Hey, we're here at Infotech Live in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we've had some exciting couple of days of presentations and whatnot, and this is the third day. So tell me a little bit, Nabil, about something that you may have attended or overheard or experienced today that was interesting to you.
I think today's session that you and I were at, and I hope I didn't steal this talking topic.
No.
But it's something I said on the last recording that we did, is that there's just a ton of hype out there. And almost every news item that you see on the internet is hype, either pro or against AI. And the thing I took out of it the most was that a good CIO is a person that can guide you through the hype and define value for your organization.
Absolutely. I think a really interesting and almost informal talk I went to today was about management ideas and managing in a sort of a 360-degree perspective. Mm-hmm. So it's not just you as a leader are managing your direct reports. You're so managing down. You're also managing across. If you're an effective leader and collaborator, you're working to build relationships across verticals in your organization and between organizations even to successfully deliver your projects, your initiatives, the value and reliability that your organization demands. And then also you're also managing up because you have leadership that you report to, that you have to show your value to, that you have to show initiative and help define project and help them in their thought leadership. Maybe they're not IT specialists. Maybe they're not business process specialists, or they have, sometimes people come from all walks of life and end up in leadership roles.
True.
So, where you can help them grow and learn is key.
Agree. Well said. Well said. And that takes some talent to do. You definitely have that talent, so you're the right person for that too. Value, I think, is another thing that I took out of this convention. Is we really need to be quicker, you and I, on defining value. The CFO wants to see a number. I told you this last workshop I was at.
Yeah.
The CFO kind of wants to see a number. So when we're in the elevator and they're like, "I want to renew Copilot," convince me that that it's worth the $35 a person, or for the new Microsoft E7 plan, $100 a person. Did a lot reading up on that last night, and so they want to see a number. Well, for every 35 you're spending, you're getting 60 back. Sometimes that's hard to get to, but defining value on a number side for the CFO is something that would be nice to get to. One of my clients wanted to stop AI usage, and what happens when you do that?
Well, people find their own way to use AI, and you don't have governance and control over your data any longer.
And so one of the flip sides of it is showing them the risk, and there's also risk in spend. It's not just IT security risk in just like viruses, but there's risk in spending more money there. But also is employee retention. There's a lot of people right now, statistically, stats show that people want a company, they want to work for a company, whether it's a food industry or whatever, they want to work for an organization that uses AI. And so you're going to lose employees,
Right.
which is a risk.
And there's a cost to that in retention and training and bringing more people into your organization to replace those you may have lost. And that's a definite factor that I think financial leadership would need to understand, and that would help them. So we attended several very large talks, keynotes about trends and takeaways and what have you, and I think we'll spend some time in our podcast over the coming weeks diving into some of those concepts and things more deeply. Was there any one particular takeaway from any of those that you wanted to talk about today?
The power that the CIO, I guess I'll close with that, the power that a good CIO has to be transformative. How do we get there as CIOs? And the one thing I like about a consulting firm as opposed to, and I met a lot of CIOs. And so, by the way, Infotech, for those who don't know, pretty much 5,000 CIOs or IT leaders in this space. That's basically who we're meeting with. And the power of the CIOs really, I think, enhanced when you're working with other CIOs. Because I've learned so much by talking to individual CIOs, and in my head I'm like, wow, that's once a year.
Yeah.
But with us, that's almost every day.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us, and we have a lot more exciting things to share with you in the coming weeks. So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you out there on the internet.